Good morning. Yes, I am on the road again. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am in my Ford F-250. And you're going to see my trip. I'm headed to Wyoming. And yes, I am not in an EV. I ordered my Cybertruck and it's not here yet. So I have to go with what's best for me right now, and that is my Ford F-250. I'm on the way to Wyoming. You may not want to watch this. There are no EVs involved. However, we will have a few flashbacks along the way from my previous EV trips. But I'm hauling a bunch of materials up to Wyoming. It's in a horse trailer that we own. It's hooked to the back here of the F-250. And I am leaving early. It's 5:49 a.m. First stop will be Poplar Bluff, Missouri for the night. So let's hit the road. It's going to be a long way. Yes, we are up on the interstate. And I got to say, the load's heavy. I've hauled heavier, but this one's nice and heavy. I'm not sure what type of mileage we're going to get, but if you look there, it's 6.3, so I don't think it's going to be much. We're going up a grade here, so it doesn't help any. Yeah, I'm just here on Interstate 40 now. Made it through the construction gauntlet. They're replacing all kinds of stuff and adding. And you do a figure S going up through lane to lane and all around. Anyway, made it through there. Now westbound on Interstate 40 now. Yep, just heading down Interstate 40, passing the town of Canton, which has a paper mill. And part of that process is they generate some really nasty rotten egg smell. And I gotta say, and I'm not bragging, but when I drive the Tesla around, the filtering in the cabin is superb. You don't smell any outside anything. And I got a snoot full of the Canton paper plant here. Sun's just coming up. Just entering the gorge here now. This is the pass between North Carolina and Tennessee. Just getting into the gorge. The sun is just peeking up over behind me. We're coming up to some big time construction up here. They've removed the overpass on the interstate. Gonna make a animal underpass apparently, or we're gonna go over the animals or something. Anyway, that's coming up in a couple miles. Yeah, look at the engine wind out. It's because I slowed down here, and they use engine braking when you're in tow mode. That's what regen's for. Yeah, at least they're working on it at night, I think. Well, let's see if we can fit this thing in a tunnel. Probably no problem, of course. Sun is just coming up behind me, and as you can see, the camera shows it pretty well. It's very yellow. Going through a lot of atmosphere at this point. We're just following my trucker buddies here. We're going to be stopping at the rest stop up ahead. All dry. It's late mid-December, I guess we were at. It's mid-December and pretty dry. Just westbound on Interstate 40. I don't have the internal nav going. It's circa 2010. But I kind of know where I'm going to go. I'm looking at navigation here on my phone, which gives me Google Maps and traffic. That works out okay. Made it through downtown Knoxville, now on the west side. Not too far from the supercharger here. Actually, there's a couple of them. I think I passed one already, the new one, and then the other one at Loveland Road. Or I should say Lovell Road. Moving right along now. Yeah, do you see what's going on here? Yeah? Yeah, I gotta drive this thing. There's no autopilot. Let me tell you, I miss it big time. All day, I gotta drive it. Yeah, look at the GOM, 65 miles to go. And I think I've got, I don't know, 8 miles or so to Crossville. No worries. We made it to Crossville here. We're going to be getting off this next exit. We've stopped at a Pilot gas station. Look at the price of diesel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, we'll see what this goes to ready here. All right, well, there you go. $72.19, a little over 20 gallons. Yep, that's diesel for you. I am $72 lighter in the wallet, and we're just getting on the interstate here now. No McDonald's. I'm heartbroken. Actually, there is. It's quite a ways off the interstate here. I'm not going to do that, so we'll go on to the next one. They'll serve breakfast all day, I think. Yeah, I'm going to get some Scottish breakfast. No road trip is even complete without a Scottish breakfast, even though today came late. Just in the city of Lebanon, Tennessee. It's just before we get to Nashville, about 30 miles to the east. We've made it through Nashville. It's quite a twisty, turny ride, but we're westbound now here on Interstate 40. 120 miles to go to Jackson. I know some of you really love your coffee. Look at this, a gigantic tanker truck full of coffee. You don't see that every day. We're about 60 miles from Jackson now. This is kind of central Tennessee. Kind of looks like this all through here. Roads are good, just out in the middle of nowhere. This is diesel range anxiety. Looks like we'll be there in 20 miles, but we're getting there. 63 miles of range left. Wow. Guess somebody's going or coming on vacation. That is a lot of stuff on that tailgate trailer hitch there. I made it to Jackson, Tennessee. We're going to get off at exit 79 here. And then we're working our way northwest up to Poplar Bluff. Well, we made it. Talk about range anxiety. Look at that, 37 miles to empty. Yeah, you get range anxiety in fossil fuel cars too. All right, let's get this filled up. All right, we're here at the fossil fuel station. That was the last guy. Let's get this going. All right, 21.2 gallons, $74.30. And we had 37 on the GOM. I had about 300, so that makes it about 260 for $74.30. Let's get out of here. All right, we've got 298 miles of range and a long way to go. Over 120 miles, I think, yet. Anyway, there we go, 198 miles of range. Yeah, we're here on Highway 412 now, but it was kind of weird. I got off on Highway 412 expecting there would be gas stations around. Nope, no gas stations. So I went on Google, asked for gas stations near me, and it took me, I don't know, back a couple miles to the east. Anyway, I found a Shell station, got some fuel, and worked my way back here to Highway 412, and now I'm northwestbound. And Scottish lunch. This is how you do autopilot in a Ford. I've got the Legacy navigation going here. It's a 2016 F-250. So this was a state-of-the-art in 2016. Very rudimentary. You have to put in the address by hand. And I usually just run it just to get an overview. But what we're looking at, we're going to cross over the Mississippi River here, which is really cool. So we'll look out for that. Starting to drop down to the level of the Mississippi River here. Obviously, over the years, the Mississippi made a wide path here and there. Well, it bore this area way down here. Here's the bridge over the Mississippi here. As you can see, Mississippi. See the Mississippi out there. Big river. And then, of course, the bridge. Old riveted bridge, and bam, just like that, we're in the state of Missouri, which is one half of the Mississippi. Yep, that's one big river. And of course, there's the state marker. We're in the state of Missouri. Let's have a look around. I guess something caught on fire. Can't tell what it is. It's like maybe a car. Oh yeah. One of the 400 fossil fuel cars that catch fire daily. There's another one right there. You can tell how old a farm is by the size of the trees around it. Look at this barn here, right? Kind of cool. This farm's been there a while. Look at the house, probably the farmhouse here. Big trees around, and that blocks the wind. Gets real windy down here. You don't see that every day. An exhaust shop. I think that'll probably be phased out. Let's have a look around. Got some watering pivots over here. Big giant sprinklers that rotate around. And there's another one right there. And here's a pivot. You can see it right on the end. It rotates there on that end. And all these wheels allow it to go around that rotation point. And there's little sprinklers all along its way. That is what's called a pivot. This is kind of interesting. See all that white stuff? It's not snow, it's cotton. Yeah, we've driven through a bunch of cotton fields, and apparently when it matures or it gets harvested or something, it ends up getting stuck here on the side of the road. So there's cotton balls the whole way here. Let's have a look around. Cotton, that's what that is. Oh, look at that, green crops. It's the winter. Go figure. Just coming into the outskirts of Poplar Bluff now. That's where I'm going to spend the night. I'm not sure where the hotel is. I think it's up near Highway 60, which is a road that runs east to west here. This is the main drag here. There's a Walmart and different eating places here.